What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we're going to be talking about some more back to school tech, but this time the Baller edition. Well, balling for a student. Now, the items in here aren't crazy expensive, but maybe you saved up a little change from your summer gig and you've got a little room to splurge. So first thing we're going to look at is this backpack. And this is the OGO Bandit. This is hands down my favorite backpack to date because it has a ton of compartments and it's still not a huge bulky backpack. You've even got a small one up front where you can put things like a portable camera or maybe some earbuds, but it's got this microfiber lining so that it'll protect whatever's inside. You've also got this big compartment where you put your things like your secondary items. You could put your pens, pencils, stuff like that. But what I really love about this backpack is that it has these tiny little pictures on it so that you can know where to put things that you're gonna put inside. So here it's got a picture of a passport, you got pencils. It even has some wording up here to give you some clues on what you can put inside each compartment so you can completely deck this out. Really love that about this. But for the stuff that I've got in here, the essential, the must-have, this is a portable charger, but this is Aukey's 30,000 milliamp portable charger. This is a freaking beast. It has two USB ports so you can charge multiple devices at once, and one of them actually supports quick charge. So let's say you're at practice and your phone's dying at the end of the day, you can plug this guy in, and by the time you're out of practice, your phone should be very well charged. It has 30,000 milliamps, guys. That's a lot of battery power. And next up, we've got this. These are the Jaybird Freedoms. These are amazing earbuds. I love the way they sound. I love the form factor. It has a pretty sucky remote, I gotta admit, but I do love the capabilities that this thing has. These are Bluetooth earbuds, so you're able to pair these with the device and use it without wires. But what's cool is that you can use this with multiple devices at once, which is a really awesome feature. And you can use its smartphone app to completely customize the sound quality that you're getting out of these, which is a very, very nice touch. And they've got a few different colors, so if you wanna match up your outfits or maybe your phone, you can do that. Look pretty good while you're going to school. Now let's unzip this, and we've got access to some storage, because you're definitely gonna need that. So if you're working on papers or projects, you're gonna need something to carry them on. Over here, we've got a PNY 128 gig flash drive. You guys have heard me recommend this before, and it is a must. 128 gigs will be able to carry all the files that you need, papers, essays, even movies, or whatever you want to bring with you to school. Definitely a good thing. And if you got some more serious projects to work on, maybe you're in film school or whatever it may be, you need some solid storage. And this is from Western Digital. This is the My Passport. This is 2 terabytes, and they have all different size options. So I'll include a bunch of links down below in the description so you can pick something that works best for you. Don't underestimate storage, guys. It's good to have backups on everything. Trust me, your teachers and professors don't want to hear the excuse of my computer crashed or my file got corrupted or whatever it may be. Invest. Now that's it for this main compartment here and the stuff that I'm recommending, but you can fit way, way more inside of here. Lots of compartments, guys. Now this, if you saw my last video, you saw me recommend these, and these are USB cables. These are 10-foot cables, and they come in a variety of colors, sizes, and even different kinds of cables. So right here, we've got a lightning cable. This is a micro USB, and the fact that these are 10 feet and braided, they should last you all year and be super convenient. And in this little side pocket, which could also be used for a water bottle, we've got my favorite mouse of all time, and you guys have heard me talk about this plenty of times, and that is the Logitech G602. No surprise. But this is an amazing mouse, and I will always advocate for it because it's just that good. It feels super comfortable in the hand, great for long periods of time on the computer, and it's a gaming mouse, so if you've got some downtime between classes or maybe after school, you can use this to play some games. And with this traveling case, you can take it back and forth from home to school, put it in here, fits perfectly for it. And I got this on Amazon, so I'll have a link to it down below in the description, as well as everything else in this video. Let's get inside of the main compartment. So first things first, we've got this. This is a case that I've also found on Amazon, and it holds one of my favorite headphones of all time, the Sony MDR 950 BT. These are amazing. Amazing headphones if you're a bass lover, and they retail for 200 bucks, but you usually find them on Amazon around $100. You can connect it with Bluetooth, control everything right from here. But if you like bass, you like listening to music with a lot of thump to it, you can't beat these. You just can't. And what's different here is that I've got this case. Now, I've recommended this so many times and so many of you have picked it up, but you always ask, what kind of case can I get with this? I found this tends to work. It's a bit on the bulky side, but the Bandit can handle that. But it does protect it, and you can actually use it for other headphones as well. The dimensions, of course, are important to know. But for 20 bucks, it's not so bad. You can protect your headphones. It has this cool carbon fiber look. So definitely worth looking into if you're looking for a solid case for your headphones. You'd think that there wouldn't be a book in here, but there is. This is the Uncalendar. Some of you have seen it in some of my gadget backpack videos in the past. And for school, you absolutely can't beat this. This is the best way to organize your life. They're not a sponsor whatsoever, but this is what I use to handle my schedule and all the things that I have planned for the channel. You've got tons and tons of way of organizing. You can set goals, all kinds of cool stuff to get your life together. And for those super organized types out there, we've got the Gridded. Now the Gridded can take any of these accessories that you see here, and you can actually put them inside of here by pulling up these little tabs and then just putting them in. So you can get this little hard drive, store it just like this, and then you can add all kinds of stuff, make all kinds of configurations, and you can store it away in your backpack and not worry about things shifting around. Let's say you've used up all your compartments, but you still got some stuff you want to store. The Gridded is great for organization, and it even has a little zipper in the back, so you can store whatever you might need to in here if you really don't want things to get lost, maybe some paperwork, receipts, who knows. But this is definitely a great tech accessory if you have a lot of gadgets around. And we're not done yet. Over here, we have the Amazon Tap. Now the Amazon Tap is a Bluetooth speaker. What's cool about this is that you can pair it with your smartphone and you have access to Alexa. Y'all know how much I like Alexa. So if you've got some downtime between class, you and your friends are hanging out, maybe after school at the park or whatever, you can play some music from your smartphone right here. But what's also cool is, like, let's say maybe you're just doing your work at home or in your dorm, you can ask Alexa some questions if you're working on a certain project. When was Thomas Edison born?
Thomas Edison was born on Thursday, February 11th, 1847.
That's pretty precise. So if you've got any questions that you need a quick answer to and you don't want to type it up in Google, oh yeah, first world problems, I know. But you can actually just do that with a press of a button. And I love having voice activated assistant here that can just spit off information just like that.
The sum of 1 and 1 is 2.
You see? Now, of course, we've got to talk about some computers. And I've got two options for you guys, depending on what you're into. Now the first laptop is actually inside of this faux leather case from Snug. I originally got it for the Microsoft Surface Pro 3, but if you have a pretty small laptop like a MacBook Air or maybe the new MacBook or a Surface, it'll fit in here as well. Inside of it, this is the new MacBook. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh my God, how is he recommending this? But even though it's an Apple product, of course, it's a little on the expensive side, a lot of it on the expensive side. This is actually a really, really solid contender. Now, as a student, whatever you throw at this, it can handle. And I just think that the portability, it can't be beat, and it functions really well. And it charges really quickly. I can actually use it with this portable charger, so it makes a great combo, and it definitely gets my recommendations for students if you want something lightweight and that will get the job done. And because I know a lot of you would kill me if I didn't mention Windows, I've got the Surface Book. Now this has been my go-to Windows device ever since I got my hands on it. You got a lot of functionality here. It's very, very powerful, depending on how you spec it out when you buy it. And what's cool is that you can actually use this as a laptop or a tablet. You can actually detach the screen and boom, you can use it just like this, and they each have their own batteries. So if you're using this in tablet mode and it starts to die, hook it back up, super easy, and boom, you're done. Definitely my favorite Windows product today. And really, that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is the more baller edition. Both of these are not cheap. None of these are the cheapest products in the world, but like I said, if you got a little money to spend and you want something quality, these are very great options to go back to school with. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, it's your average consumer.